Nathan, congratulations. We made it to the highest point in Nebraska.
Right over there, baby. That's where the marker is.
And you know, I thought to myself, Nebraska, it's not going to be very hard to get to, but it turned out to be quite the adventure getting here.
Yeah, we found some off-road areas by accident. It was all his fault. And we got muddy and dirty and then everything else. So
that was all his fault. Plus, we found something that should be in England, wouldn't you say?
Kind of, sort of, but not really.
And that is coming up on this episode of Motor Mountain USA right now. Dude, we just spent all this time turtle waxing it, and what do you do?
I know, but fortunately we have the stuff. We can clean it up again, no problem. Here's the funny part. I mean, I didn't really realize how much sticky gooiness there was to the mud until I looked out over my shoulder and I saw this hunk of dirt just fly. It looked like it's the size of a baseball. I thought, oh God, I hope I didn't hit Roman with that.
Look at this. How's that? How's that for luxury? Oh yeah.
Stonehenge, where the demons dwell, where the banshee lives, and it does live well. I love Spinal Tap. Is this not amazing? This is Carhenge in Nebraska. That is a Vega. My brother used to collect Vegas. I still make fun of him for it. The center altar, that's where you still do sacrifices. I'm gonna get my hands on a Suzuki and drag it in here and send it off to the car gods. Now don't overthink this. Yes, it has something in common with Stonehenge in England. Pretty much the way the layout goes, but this is America. So what you have here is the American version. And you may notice that a majority, if not all these cars, are actually from the United States of America. That doesn't necessarily mean they don't have any value though. For instance, aside from that Vega up there, we have a whole bunch of Cadillacs, including this one, which I believe, just guessing, is a late 50s, maybe a 56. I know you guys will correct me out there, but I'm pretty sure I'm close to being right. You have a cool Jeep Willys pickup, AMC Gremlin, Plymouth Fury. My God, this place is awesome. And this is where the virgin sacrifice happens, right here. So if you wanted to take an Elio or perhaps a Zap car and bring it out here and send it off to the car gods, this would be the place to do it.
A Trabant!
Or a Tatra. Yes, I did. It's weird because they literally buried these things. So I think that they're really close to the actual height of the stones that they used in England, with the exception, of course, that these may still have some precious fluids in them. It's pretty awesome.
So Nathan, Stonehenge, the real one, right?
Yeah.
That is a druid, some people think, sacred place.
Or where the banshees lived and they did it well, or where the demons, or where you dance to the pipes of Pan.
So what is this?
This is what happens when you get people who listen to a lot of Bob Seger together with people who listen to a lot of Grateful Dead. In all of Carhenge, this is the only foreign car here. It's a Honda, and it serves as a cautionary tale. It says here is the type of foreign cars they served their purpose while Detroit slept. And the rest of it says that Detroit's awake and ready to go. But it's interesting to see what they chose, because indeed, there are an awful lot of these that are still on the road today.
So Nathan, up until today, all of our mountaintops have been real mountaintops.
Yeah.
But now we are in Wyoming, and we are heading to the highest point in Nebraska. It's really cool because we're right on the border of Colorado, Nebraska, and Wyoming. We're right on the border. And you guys might think we're not that high, right? Because it's Nebraska.
Right.
So let's just use the GPS to confirm exactly how high we are. I'm kind of curious.
And we just left the main highway. We're on a dirt road now, a gravel and dirt road.
So here's our elevation in Nebraska. Well, actually in Wyoming right now. And that elevation, Nathan, is 5,402 feet, and we're going up.
Feels like home.
Feels like home, yeah. Let me show these guys something interesting here on this GPS, right? Now, if you look here, right there, that point right there, that's the state border. So we just crossed into, this is Wyoming, this is Nebraska, and up here, the border, that up there is Colorado. So that little point right there is where all three intersect.
That's right. We're sort of heading for a split between the three of them. I don't think there's a marker or anything like that, but if there is, we'll definitely show you.
Over here, it looks like it's actually a legal road. You see that? It says Highway 6, and that looks, according to GPS, like it goes to the border of Colorado, Nebraska, and Wyoming. Let's take it.
Okay.
Let's go for it. I mean, we got the Jeep Wrangler, right?
That's right. Yeah, and this has actually got some goo and...
Yeah, look at that.
There we are.
Yeah, we're actually using some of this vehicle's capability right now. You're putting it at 4?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. All right, good for you. So we're actually using a little bit of four-wheel drive to go down this road.
Well, it's really loose, and so like there's a little bit of moisture on top, and then the wheels drop down a little bit, and it's kind of pushing us around.
Yeah, you should see the dirt cloud we're kicking up behind us.
It's a bit of a rooster tail.
It's a bit of a rooster tail, yeah. You can maybe see it in with the camera. And this is Wyoming, that is Nebraska, and up there is Colorado. So we're heading for this little point right there, which is where the three states touch.
Yeah, Roman, this is remarkably difficult. Actually, it's just kind of pushing us around now.
Really?
Yeah, it's bad.
Well,
bad in terms of if I weren't in a Jeep Wrangler, I'd be worried.
Yeah, I think right now, with the amount of ground clearance that we have, we should be okay. But if you were here in like a Honda Civic or something, you might actually be struggling across.
Well, it's not just that.
You can't control it.
I can't even keep it on the road on some of these parts.
Here's some mud. This is pretty cool, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, nice.
Whoa.
Whoa, mud?
It's actually, yeah, it gave way.
You threw up a lot of mud.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, whoa.
You're going sideways. So Nathan, this road right here goes to the highest point in Nebraska, but obviously it says no trespassing, high point gate, half a mile. But I went and knocked on that house, which is obviously the house that you'd have to go through to get to the high point, because there's a lot of cool cars here.
There are. I mean, there's an old Barracuda, Buick, there's a Plymouth, old 7 Series over there, a whole bunch of other stuff. But what really gets me is that that house is identical to the one that's used in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is why I say, well, let's go to the car and drive as fast as we can.
Half a mile.
Half a mile. Point Bison. The highest point in Nebraska is located in Kimball County on the Colorado/Wyoming border. Yes, that's where we are. Native prairie rolling hills and fields our home range for bison, antelope, deer, coyotes, pheasants, Roman, Andre, and other prairie birds and mammals.
You got $6, it's $3 a person.
I don't care about mud. Roman does. But because there's this little tiny mud hole up ahead, I said, you know, that'd be a good B-roll. What I'm gonna try to do is spatter everything and everyone. Just like that. You see, there's 6 wheels working here, not 4. So when you go through stuff, it just kind of churns it up and it makes for great camera. He's probably mad at me.
Yeah, thanks, Nathan.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
yeah.
That'll wash out. There's a lot of animal feces like in these things too. And
Great, yeah.
I'm sorry.
There's a lot of cow pies.
yeah, cow pie, rat,
Thanks.
yeah,
Appreciate that.
dung beetle. Wow. Okay. But hey, it was good B-roll, right?
Somebody had suggested that we do this journey in a Grand Cherokee, and actually Jeep offered us a Grand Cherokee. But I just can't help but feel that the Jeep Wrangler is the right vehicle for this.
When you consider the fact that I am somewhat destructive in certain ways, it's much better to have a very hardy, beefy frame, like the Jeep Wranglers, underneath me. I'm thrilled with it. And you know what? So far, it's been a pretty decent vehicle for long distance travel. No, it's not ideal. It's a lot louder than your average vehicle, and it doesn't get very good gas mileage, especially
towing. Yeah, but you know what? We could not ask for 2 better sponsors, right? We've got Jeep, and we've of course got Turtle Wax, and we will be using.
Roman desperately needs, and so does the Jeep Wrangler.
We'll be using both of their products, mainly on the Jeep than on myself.
I think I'm getting lightheaded. So here it is. We have a neat marker right there, and there's a nice bench for you to relax and take in the views with some plaques on it. Let me show you this. This is cool. Okay.
And Nathan, guess what?
Tell me.
You are now the tallest person
In Nebraska. Woohoo! Corn husking. Come to me.
What do you have in there, Nathan?
Notes from people who have been up here.
Who's been up here?
Well,
other intrepid explorers.
most recently, on the 18th of this month, from Billings, Montana, Waylon Rickford.
Wow.
How you doing, Waylon? So some of these are actually really funny comments. So almost got a nosebleed. So we're gonna fill it in too from TFL and put it in this book. And they have another booklet here. They even have pens. And in case you have a mosquito problem.
Call them the bison.
Well, yeah, I mean, because there's so many around here right now. I don't see anything with 4 legs anywhere. But there are some really cool windmills over there.
This is
Nathan
and Roman saying thanks for watching, and don't forget to come back every Monday for Motor Mountain Monday, when we're going to have another state.
That's right. And once you guys figure out where the belt buckles are, please take a picture when you get it and send it to us. That would be like awesome.
Yeah, and we'll put you in the video. All right, guys, we are at 3,941 feet above sea level, and here are the geo coordinates for where we're going to hide the Nebraska belt buckle. But you know what? You don't need these because it's probably pretty obvious where I'm at. I am, of course, going to hide it at the altar where Nathan was going to sacrifice a Suzuki. So, belt buckle. Now well well hidden. Geo coordinates you probably don't need. Good luck, and remember, send us a selfie with the belt buckle once you get it. Make it creative, make it fun, and we'll make you a star. So I'm not sure about their concealed weapon policy here, but I'm thinking they allow it.
You know what?
I think it's mandatory in Wyoming and Nebraska. I think you have to have a concealed weapon if you come into the state. What'd you bring?
I've got my.
No.
45.
No. Don't go there.
You know what though? I mean, here we are in the state, right?
Yeah.
I don't see any corn or husking. I'm just saying, I don't see any of it.
What? Well, for all of you Europeans, Nebraska doesn't have a football team except for the college team, and the team is called the Nebraska Corn Huskers, and we're not sure what those are. Do you know what's a corn husker?
I know what corn is.
What's a husker? Is this something when you peel?
Well, there's a rock group called Husker Du.
Yeah.
I think that is what they're talking about.
You sure it's not when
they're
they
punk
peel-
rock out here.
Peel the corn, husk off the corn.
Is that what this called?
I think that's what it is. A huge congrats to Elena Brown and Aesop Brooks for finding the New Mexico belt buckle. It wasn't easy, but you guys did it, and you deserve it. And of course, thanks to Jeep and Turtle Wax. We needed them this episode, so do us a favor, click on the link below and visit them. Let me show you. So the wheels self-cleaned all over the camera, as you can see.
Don't blame this on me. You chose this road.
Hold on here, let me clean this camera so we can get a little bit of better.
You know what though? I gotta say, these BFGs that we have on here, which one? These are the hardcore.
I'll tell you. Mud terrain. The mud terrain, dude. They're all mud.
Mud terrain.
Yeah.
And they did exactly what they were built to do. So far, we've actually had really good luck with these tires.
Morning, stranger.
Howdy.
You're gonna have to check that firearm with me.
Even a Nerf gun?
Even a Nerf gun. Guns aren't allowed in Dodge City. Now then, what can I get you?
How about a gunfight?
A gunfight?
Yeah.
Well, you take it back outside, you wanna get in trouble.
I do.